Um, let's design a brand. Hi, I'm a graphic designer, and through all my graphic design experience, experimenting and learning what I like and don't like, I found that I like to design logos and visual identities. And so, to nurture this interest of mine, I've decided that I want to start doing these visual brand identity projects for fun and for practice, and so that future employers and clients don't think that I'm lying or think that I'm a fraud or think that I'm overcompensating. So, I got the initial branding project brief from goodbrief.io, and I generated it a few times before landing on the rock climbing gym brief. When I landed on it, I thought it'd be fun because I actually recently got into rock climbing. I'm not that good yet, but I think it's fun and it's good exercise. You know, anything to help my graphic designer bod. So first, I had to come up with a name for it. I knew I wanted the name to evoke sort of the feeling of going upwards, and luckily I was working with a copywriter who I was able to bounce ideas off of. We were between two names, Elevate and Ascend. To kind of decide, I drew out a few initial sketches for each name. Then based on that, I decided that Ascend sounded cooler anyways. And so I went for it. And even though Ascend Climbing is technically a place with their own branding, I did this really cool thing called just ignoring it. So yeah, I got into the development stage of Ascend, rock climbing gymnasium. So for the logo, I went with this sketch. I wanted to combine the letter A in Ascent with mountain iconography. Just because like mountains and rock climbing, you know. And for all you other graphic designers like me, the font I'm using is called Rubik. So I took the extra bold version of the A, outlined it, and from there I was able to modify the letter form. Basically, I was trying to create some shadows on the light side of the mountain, and I eventually kind of created a shape that looked like a bird on accident, but it looked good, so I just went with it. The bird also fits the Ascend theme, you know, like kind of flying, ascending, so I also used it as an icon of sorts. And after I put the secondary text of Rock Climbing Gymnasium, I put that in a few different lockups, and here's the final result of the logo. So we all know that mockups are really important in presenting work and can be a huge part in convincing the client. It also just makes our stuff look cooler, probably because you're giving the design some context. Anyways, you can see that I chose a few different things that I would see at the rock climbing gym, such as a chalk bag. Decided to get a hoodie in there for some of the merch that this place may have. I also found a building mock-up that I could put the logo on so that you could see some signage. And then I threw the logo on some other things, such as the stickers, and made sort of a poster that they might have hanging up when you maybe first walk in. All of the stock imagery I just found on pexels.com. That's one of the places I would really recommend to find stock images. There's also Unsplash, but I always seem to find good stuff on Pexels, so that's kind of my go-to, but I use both. Just a little tip if you didn't know where to get some free stock imagery. But yeah, I just wanted to make a seamless carousel for Instagram, and then I also formatted the presentation of the project to LinkedIn because I knew I wanted to make a post there as well. It's gonna show off my work to more of the professional scene, I guess. So if anyone wants to hit me up. But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna show the Instagram thing. I might just do like a slidey thing. Thank you so much for watching me do this brand identity project. I know it's a little bit different from my last video, which, by the way, I was really thrown aback. Is that even a phrase? I was really surprised by how it was received. People really seem to like it, so I definitely want to make more stuff like that, but I hope you still had fun watching me, do this fun creative thing, because I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Maybe post in the comments what other maybe logo concepts or brand ideas that you might want me to do. I'm really down to get crazy with it, Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Subscribe if you want, and like the video if you liked it. Okay, roll credits. Bye!